Hi, my name is Sooji. I'm one of the Pet Live creators. I specialize in PC Live, but I can also help you with mobile live if you ever need help. I am going to show you my guide on downloading and getting started with Geppetto PC Live. And if you have any questions, comments, or tips, then feel free to let me know. So let's start with the guide so you don't have to watch too much. First and foremost, you will need to already have Geppetto Live access. If you have Geppetto Live access, then you can proceed on to downloading the PC application. To download the PC application, go to Geppetto Studio from your computer, navigate to Contents, then to Live. Then click Live Streaming, and it will bring you to the Geppetto Live PC guide. Feel free to read through it, however, I will also be going through pretty much everything that the guide covers. Check to make sure your equipment is in compliance with what is required by Geppetto. It is important to note that the Geppetto PC Live application is updated manually, so every time there is a new update, you will have to download the new version. Whenever the PC application has been updated, there will be a banner on the mobile app, but every time the mobile app is updated, it is also a good idea to check and make sure your PC application is still up to date. Now, moving on to downloading the PC program. Right here, I'm just going to click Mac OS because I'm on a Mac, and I'm going to log in. Before proceeding with the download, you will have to agree to the terms and conditions. Make sure you read through them, but I will also briefly go over them right now. By agreeing to these terms, you agree to allowing Naver, Z, and Geppetto to using your content. They have the right but no obligation to display any of your assets. Now, this may sound a little confusing, but that is because this was originally written in Korean and made for the item creators. A good way to interpret this is just knowing that anything that you're streaming can be used by them whenever they want. I've stopped it here because this part is very important to understand. Number 6, sponsorship services. Sponsorship is defined as payment of Zims to you by members to support you and cheer you through user content, so live gifts. User content shall not be posted, transmitted, broadcasted, etc., including illegal contents or inappropriate words and actions for the purpose of encouraging sponsorship. You must follow the terms of use and community guidelines. These terms are governed by the law. You can opt out of the Geppetto Creator Network at any time. Now you're ready for download. Click the checkmark once you've scrolled to the bottom and click download. The download will automatically begin. Right now, I have just switched to Safari to show you that the process is the same. And also, you can change the language if your first language is not English. It is vital that you understand what you are agreeing to before you continue. Now, you will download OBS Studio by clicking OBS Studio. Only download OBS Studio from the official OBS project website. Here I'm selecting the correct version of OBS that applies to me. Once you click it, it will redirect you and automatically start your download. To confirm your PC Live is up to date, check the version number and yours. This won't be a problem if this is your first and only PC download, but if you have had previous versions, you want to make sure you grab the right one before unzipping. Inside the folder, you will find 2 things, the PC app and a guide. This guide is also on the Studio Guide online, available for access at any time. I'm going to disregard it, but you can use it whenever you want. If you don't want them, feel free to throw them away. Now I'm going to open OBS. Since I've already been using OBS, I already have a few scenes made, but I'm going to start a new one so I can show you. OBS allows you to create multiple scenes that you can freely switch throughout your life. By simply clicking the plus button, I am able to make a new scene. You will be given a blank scene to start. Now I'm going to check my settings and make sure they are in compliance with what Geppetto needs. You're going to want to edit your video settings. Geppetto gives you all of the specs that you need to know, but I will also be telling you them right now. The recommended bitrate output is 2500 kbps. If that is too high for you, 2000 is fine, but I would not go over 3500. Under video, your base canvas and output scale resolution should be 720 by 1280 with an aspect ratio of 9:16. Your FPS values should be 30. Geppetto does not support any FPS above 30. Here you can see that I use 3000 kbps. Also under output, you can choose where you want your recorded videos to go. I have mine set to my desktop, but it originally goes to a special folder in your documents. A very common problem I see people facing is that they cannot find their mic. The mic is under audio and mic auxiliary audio. Right now I do not have a mic connected, so it says device not available. Something that the Zepeto guide does not include that I highly suggest is creating a hotkey for muting. I have mine set to command. I don't suggest using command, but you can. You can set a hotkey for pretty much anything. Once everything is set, make sure you click apply and OK. Now perhaps the more exciting part, we get to finally open Zepeto Live. Log in and give it a minute to load. Your login information usually is saved, but you will have to re-log in every time you open the app. Usually what I do while it loads is I will mess with my OBS settings, but loading doesn't take that long. Now I will give you a tour of the app. By clicking here, you can choose which camera you want to be using to track your face. Clicking the guy with the purple hands highlighted will allow your hands to be tracked. If you're using a Windows 11 GPU, you can also use full body and upper body tracking. This is currently a beta feature and not available on Mac. At the bottom, there is a button that allows you to see what GIFs will look like when they pop up. This is an extremely useful feature that allows you to position things correctly on OBS. Just like Mobile Live, item, background, makeup, and gesture are available. At the moment, you are not able to search up a gesture, but you can find it through looking through categories. By clicking on the avatar with your mouse and moving it around, you can move your avatar. By using the scroll, you can enlarge or decrease the size of the avatar. If you do not have a working scroll function, you can also just use the plus and minus buttons at the top of the bar. A new feature we have is Filter. Filter is currently a work in progress. In the future, you will be able to select whatever filter you want and interchange them freely. At the moment, we are only able to access one. I like using filters and turning off the filter and up the lighting. It makes things look a lot more realistic. Here's what happens when I try and click Spooky Filter instead of Neon. Notice that no matter what filter I click, it stays the same as Neon. This will stay the same until I restart the app. What you've adjusted your filter to will stay like that even if you click off of the filter. Under background, we only have access to 2D backgrounds. Here is my 2D background that I have customized. Although I have a 3D background equipped in the app, it does not show up here. Soon I will show you a green screen feature, and I'm going to be putting on a green shirt to help you figure out how to wear green and not have green shirt disappear. To go live through the app, you will just need to click this button and fill out the regular live settings. Once you go live, this pop-up will happen in the chat. You can also increase and decrease the size of chat if it is too small to be read. This does not mean that people are able to join your live yet. There is one more step we're missing. Through the setting button, you can change notice and different settings of your live. For now, just click where it says server and it will copy a link. Go back to OBS and open up settings. Click stream. And under server, paste in what you were just given. This part does not change. The only part that you will need to continuously copy each stream is stream key, which is found here. Paste in your stream key and click OK. Now when you click start streaming, you will be live, but our stream is not yet set up. Usually this is the last step you do, but I wanted to show you around the app first. What usually happens first is putting on your Zepeto. Make your source visible and under Window or Application, go to Zepeto. I usually have show cursor off on Zepeto just in case my mouse ever goes over it. It does not look weird. Now I'm going to adjust the position. On the Zepeto app, there is a fun button that looks like two arrows. By clicking it, it will hide the middle interface. Now I'm going to put Zepeto Live on the side and adjust where I want my position to be. Here you can see me clicking the button to see how the gift pop-ups will look. This size is great for just talking, however, it is not great for when you want to show another screen. I will show you why here. I'm going to add another screen capture just the same way as I did before. And hypothetically, you would have a screen you want to share, but since I do not, I'm just going to share my entire screen. Here you can see that not only is the top of my head cut off, but when I test the gifts, you cannot see the gift text. Therefore, I'm going to make the screen smaller. And this should be just fine, right? Well, the reason this isn't good is because the top screen is going to be covered by your notice, the exit live button, your stream title, and everything that is usually at the top of your stream. Because of this, we want that screen to be a little further down. I'm just going to drag this screen down just a little bit like this, and this is usually good enough for me. Personally, if the gift text is covered by my top screen, I'm fine with it because you can hear the gift text. But if you'd rather see it, you can always adjust it so that it can be seen. Here I'm renaming my screens so I remember which one goes to what. And now I will teach you green screen. Click Zepeto and then click Filters. Down here under Effects, click Plus and add Chroma Key. You can name it whatever you want, I leave mine blank. Notice how my shirt is missing? That isn't what I want. To make this a little more visible, I'm going to be adding a bright pink background color source. Now you can really see that my green shirt has gone see-through. To fix this, go back into Filters. Now I'm going to turn down the similarity. You may notice a green outline, but that won't really show up when you are out of this. I like to turn up my smoothness a bit, but that's personal preference. This is what it looks like when I'm done. Notice the green line is not at the outline. Now I'm going to teach you how to have on-screen chat. This isn't something included in the guide, but I find it useful for making my weekly recaps so it doesn't seem like I'm talking to myself. Simply add a new Zepeto screen, and I'm going to show you how to show only chat. Opening filters the same as before, we're going to click plus and this time crop/pad. Now I'm going to type in the numbers for cropping it, or I can use the arrows on the side. If you change the size of your Zepeto Live window, you will also need to adjust your chat cropped ratio. Now you will have a gray box like this, and I'm just gonna size mine down and put it here. For the viewers, this will be covered by the notice, my username, all that stuff, but when you look back at your recordings, it'll be visible. The viewers don't really need this chat because right here they already have a chat, their chat. Here you will see chats and gift messages. You now have an empty space here where you can put an image, your logo, music. I usually put music there and a little notice, but it's up to you. You're gonna watch me add another color source, and this is because I'm going to teach you how to make a scrolling text. Click that plus button and add a new text. Whatever you type in text is gonna be your text, so here I've got some text. You can also select the font in different colors. Not all of that is available from this screen, but it will be available once you have your text. Now, I've resized my text to be down here, but it doesn't go the full way through, and I want it to look cool. I want it to scroll. So I'm going to open filters. I'm going to do scroll and click OK. You can adjust the horizontal scroll speed and vertical speed depending on negative or positive is the direction it will go, and make sure you have loop on. What's also important is that you do not have your limits turned off. You want there to be limits or else your chat scroll won't look right. I'm going to show you what it looks like if I did not add my limits. It doesn't go all the way to the end. That's not what I want. So I'm going to add a limit. Since I have horizontal speed, I'll do width, and I'm going to make my limit some random big number. You could be more exact if you wanted to, but I personally don't care. Here, I'm just dragging it over, and look at that beautiful scrolling text at whatever speed I want it to be. As you watch me turn off my cursor for my chat, I'm going to show you that I'm going to be muting my screen and my chat. Why? Well, since my Zep screen is already being shared, I will get the gift sounds from that. If I have it on both Zep and chat, you will hear it in both places, and that is a little loud. So I'm going to mute chat and hide it. Right-clicking or clicking the three dots under an audio mixer, clicking Unhide All, will unhide the hidden audios. When transitioning to scenes, you can turn on a scene transition. I have fade and it lasts for 250 milliseconds. So when I click a new screen, it will fade. None of my other screens are currently set up, but that's a me thing that I need to get on. And that's almost the complete tour. But there's something we haven't done yet. Streaming and recording. By clicking start recording, it will record your screen. You do not have to be streaming to record, but I usually only use the record feature for recording my streams. Clicking it again will have it saved to where you have your video recording saved set. Now we're ready to go live. If you've already gone live once, you're going to need to close and reopen the app. I'm not sure why it does this. It might be a bug, it might be a feature, I don't know. But start your stream. I had to restart my app, so ignore that. Now we're going to copy the streaming key and paste it into our settings. Click, 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 stream key, paste, okay. And now we're ready to click start streaming. Once both have been clicked, you will be live. A quick hop into the mobile app, you will see trending lives. I'm gonna click it. And if you see this screen, that just means you have not loaded into the full live yet. This usually happens when you are live on Zepeto, but you did not click start stream on OBS. This lovely black screen means you're almost loaded, and your lovely setup means you have loaded. You can see at the top here what I was referring to when I said that the chat will be covered and the title will be in front of it. Now, to show you what it looks like when there is chat in the chat, I'm going to type a few random messages. Here you can see that I have it so around 5 messages are visible. On my actual lives, I think I have it down to 3. Again, it's all about preference. Through the computer, you cannot manage people in your live. You have to do that through a mobile device. You have access to your manager settings and also to people. I'm going to unprivate the live and have a few victims join in. I'm just kidding. I'm opening the live and having a few random people come in so I can show you what it looks like managing them. And voila, here they come. If I were to open my viewers, I will be able to see the viewer list just like on mobile. And the only difference is I cannot invite them to be guests or gift them through the mobile app now. This is because I am live on PC and not mobile. Oh, I guess I lied. You can send guest requests. Don't do it. It's not gonna work. When you end the live, this beautiful screen will only pop up on mobile devices and is not available to be seen through computer. This is one of the recordings that we took today. As you can see, it looks just like the scene and it does not have the Zepeto UI interfaces on top of it. Well, that's all I had to show you. Let me know if you have any questions.